Hello everybody, welcome back to Fun with the Guitar. Kimberly Taylor here. Thank you so much for visiting the Fun with the Guitar channel. I have something new for you for this video. Well, maybe not new, but something new to learn. So in this video, I want to review a topic called modes. That's M-O-D-E-S. So let me break it down for you. We have the standard major scales, and we have minor scales as well. But let's take the basic C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Here we go, straightforward, very easy to play. There are lots of different C scales throughout the guitar, and we can play it on pretty much all of the frets on the guitar. Now, in order to play a mode, which is really just another mini scale from a major scale. So for example, we could take the first note in the C major scale, which is C of course, which is also the root note, and we can take that particular note and we can create another scale, and we call that scale mode. So there are 7 modes within a major scale. If you look at the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that's 7 notes, right? So we can take that first note and make a mode scale, and that will be called the C Ionian scale, which is also a major. And then we can go the next note, which is D. You can make that the Dorian scale, and so on. But I'll go over all those mode scales for you. Now, modes are also connected with intervals, which is another music theory terminology that we have to get to as well. There's just so much to learn when it comes to music. That's why I love it. So I digress. I will go over the mode format. Now remember, with modes is usually going to be 2 or 3 notes that are played on the fretboard. 2 or 3 notes. So for this C Ionian scale, we're going to play in the upper end of the fretboard. We're going to play 7, 9, and 10. If you want to go to a tab format, it will be frets 7, 9, and 10, and also 8 and 10. So those 2 and 3 note formats is what we'll be playing for the C Ionian scale. And I'll give you more history on those modes later on, but for this first video, I want to make it as basic and standard and easy to understand as possible. So let's move forward. First, I'll play that standard C major scale, and then I'll go straight into the C Ionian scale. Alright, go ahead and break out your instruments, and if you need to replay the video, stop the video a few times to get the concept, go ahead and do that. And just one more tidbit that I wanted to share with you. Ooh, it's going to take a while to learn this. I took about 3 or 4 weeks of practicing this mode, and to get it to sound musical, it took a minute. So don't get discouraged, just keep going. Just keep going, just keep playing it over and over again. Repetition is really the best way to learn when you're playing music, definitely. So yeah, so let's get started and let's play the C Ionian scale as a mode. Let's do it. Alright, stay tuned. Next, we are going to play 7, 8, and 10 from the Ionian scale off of string A, which is the second thickest string on the guitar. So we're going to go 7, 8, and then 10. I just put the 8 in there as well. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next string, which will be string 4, and also called string D. And the notes will be A, B, C, and we'll be playing 7, 9, 10. By the way, the notes for string 5, it was E, F, G. So it's E, F, G, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, E, F, G, G, F, E, E, F, G, E, breaking this Ionian scale down. Let's go to the next string, which is the fourth string. Not as thick as the previous two strings. So we are playing 7, 9, 10. So we're skipping the 8th string. We're going 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10, 7. And you notice it starts to sound a little higher in the octave. 7, 9, 10. That's the D string. Okay, so now let's go to the next string, the third string, one of my favorite sounding strings, but it doesn't stay in tune very often. So 7, 9, 10 is also going to be the notes for the G string. Now the D string, the notes were A, B, C. All right, so we're doing 7, 9, 10 on the G string, which is also the third string. There we go, breaking that scale right on down. Now we are going to play the B string, which is 8 and 10. Here is the 7th fret, so we'll just move over 1 fret for the second string. I'm going to do 8, and then we're going to do 10. I'm using fingers 1 and 3. 8, 10, 8, 10. Then those notes were G and A. And last but not least, the high E string, high in pitch, of course. And the notes for the high E string will be 7, 8, and 10. 7, 8, 10. That's your mode for the Ionian scale. Now we're going to put the whole scale together. Okay, so now let's go ahead and play the Ionian scale, which is going to be C major, and we will play it straight through on all 6 strings very slowly. So we're starting out with frets number 8 and 10. Then 7,